Hello, my name is Brian Wright, and I am here today to promote my creative essay, A Family Pilot. This is a nonfiction essay that walks the reader through my career steps as a pilot, along with my family life and how those two areas have intertwined over the years. And the whole goal behind the writing is to show the reader that yes, you can both have a successful career and have a good family life. The basis for my success, I believe, is my faith. I think the Bible lays out a pretty clear roadmap for all of us to follow that will lead to success both on the job and in the household as a husband, father, leader for the family. So my essay doesn't get into theology, biblical theology per se, but you will notice as you read the story that I do point to this as the foundation for my success. Aviation, like any job, has its own unique set of challenges, and while this isn't going to be a one size fits all type of story, it does give the readers hope that yes, you can have a sometimes a difficult career in aviation as a pilot and have a good family life. My story entails what worked for me, what worked for my family, and things that didn't work so well. And we all learn along the way, and this story is no different. We've learned over the years what works for us and what doesn't work for us, and the readers will get to enjoy and form their own opinions on what they think of as far as the life of a pilot and a family man. If you're in the aviation industry long enough, you hear the term AIDS or aviation-induced divorce syndrome. We kind of make fun of it as pilots. We joke about it, but it is an issue, and it does come with aviation does come with some challenges, and one of those is being away from home a lot, missing things, missing important dates, um, and the pilot is not the only one that suffers from this. The whole family does. And the goal behind this writing is to show that yes, it is possible to have both. It's possible to have your cake and eat it too, so to speak. We I've had success. I've been very blessed in aviation, and I've enjoyed a good family life. Uh, I think raised two very good kids that I'm very proud of, and this story is going to lay out the details behind all of that. So, with it being a nonfiction essay, of course, everything in it is true to life. The people are real, the events are real, and my thoughts and feelings, and there's a little bit of dialogue in there that's real, and that gives the reader an inside look at my career, at my life, and hopefully shed some light on what it's like in aviation. My career path, like most other pilots, starts out with learning to fly, going through the training portion or the education portion of the career, and then it goes into the different jobs or career areas. I took flight instructing as my first job in aviation, which I think most people kind of follow suit with that and can relate. Then I move into private aviation where I was an on-demand pilot, and some of the very unique challenges that I was faced with, not only in the cockpit, but outside the cockpit in my home. From that, I move into the short span where I owned a business in aviation. It was actually a family owned business, and I walk the readers through the demands for being an entrepreneur and the demands of aviation and the effects of that on the family. And lastly, I move into my career working in full motion simulators, which I think was very beneficial for my family at the time. It allowed me to be home every night and, catch most of the big events and important dates on our personal calendars. So that was a pretty important and critical career stop for me in aviation. And like anything else, success means different things to different people. And while the story, I believe, lays out my success in both aviation and personally, I want the reader to make their own opinion at the end of the story. And what's hopefully it sparks a little bit of an interest or a yearning to for them to be successful as well. That's the whole goal of this piece. And I hope and I think the readers will find it enjoyable and shed some light on the aviation industry and what goes along with it.